Yeah, everyone, those of you who are naked, if you were getting ready for a toast, but before then, we highlighted our wonderful princess. Two of you can come up here. And I'd like to also kind of mention our wonderful prince, Mark Machin, or Prince Mark the First, who is, oh God, I'm doing this off the top of my head. He's in German class. He's the group leader for the hiking group. He is in the Fischessen group. He is obviously in the Carnival group. The business committee, the Wahlleiter, right? Yeah, you're going to run out of fingers before we're done with this. And 12 other things, including our, is it IT, would you call that, or what do you call it?
Yeah. Mark, if you take on any more activities, she's going to give you the other finger.
Wow. Anyway, so, I don't mean to be harsh, Mona, but if your first bouquet wasn't quite the best we've ever seen, by the way, she is actually a trained florist. She's really good. So Mona, thank you. I joke up here, I joke. But Mona is a trained florist and does very well, usually. I'm not sure, but thank you for the flowers and or modern art masterpiece. This is for you. Come on, that wasn't even planned, but that makes it better.
And I didn't touch it either.
Just for that, you're not getting your kiss. But on a serious note, I'd like to hand the microphone over to the two of you one last time, give you a chance. Actually, I'll take that for you.
Careful with it.
Yeah, apparently that's fragile. And I do have to point out real quick though, one of our hikes we did early this year, Mona, I look, where's Mona? And she's off in the weeds collecting tree bark. And walked around, I got a photo of it, just an armload of tree bark because she uses it to make stuff like that. It's been a hell of a season. Hang on, I got my notes here. This is all part I hadn't memorized. My predecessors, a couple of which, I know one's here, a couple of them are not, that be it, warned me the season would go by quick. Yeah, it did. It was back in April when Patrick called me and he says, it's yours if you want it. So Valerie and I kind of discussed it a little bit and it's like, you know, why not? Let's give it a run. Then the planning began. And those of you who have been in the Prinzen Par in the past, you know what I'm talking about. But there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. And it goes back, like I said, back in May. I think one of the first things is the Carnival Kappa that has to be ordered from Dietert in Germany. That takes a while, like months. And then after that, the Orden design. And I tell you, I'm still amazed by the graphical design capability of this guy right here who helped us with the Prinzen Par Orden, which turned out spectacularly. I was real thrilled. Both of us were very thrilled with how it turned out. And throughout that lot of planning, obviously, you know, there's little get-togethers. Some of it was at our house, some of it was at a bar, go figure. Because this planning requires, shall we call it an accelerant. So, hence the breweries. Then all of a sudden, there was Proklamation. It's like, damn, this summer went by quick, right? And then pretty soon, boom, there's GAMGA. Boom, Piratenball. And now here we are. It's Lumpenball. The end. So, and it took the entire season for me to figure out how to get in and out of that Prince outfit with a straitjacket. Again, those of you who've done it before, you know what I'm talking about. And it wasn't until probably about 2 weeks ago I figured out how to do it without having a group of people help me in and out of it.
More fun that way.
You still got the tights on.
Yeah, that's for me to know and you to find out. Right?
Is that an invitation?
Yeah.
We'll talk later. We have a very special group, the Anaheim Karnevalsgesellschaft. And we're very proud to be a part of it. But as Prinzen Par there's no way on hell that we could have done this without a ton of help from a ton of people. And you guys deserve some recognition and appreciation. So I do have a list of a few people, as does the Princessen. And like I said, it was a ton of people, so apologies in advance if you contributed in some way and I blanked, right? I'm getting old, right? So I forget names. So, but just know you're appreciated. But I do want to call out a handful of people. I'll start with my adjutant, Patrick. Patrick himself was a Carnival Prince 6 years ago, something like that. Back then I kind of remember, I didn't know him very well at the time, but I do remember his reign. He's also been an adjutant before to Prince Matthias. He's sitting back there, he is. So he knows the ropes. And like I said earlier, with the design of the Orden, and there was a lot of, okay, it was a laundry list. We got emails and text messages a mile long. Okay, you need this, you need to be here for that, you need to do this, you need to talk to that. I wouldn't have known, right? I've never done this before. So his help and constant guidance, and yeah, it was amazing. And Patrick, thank you so much. You wanted to say a couple.
On my part, I was more than happy to be his Princessen, and I wouldn't have been able to have done what I did in this reign without the guidance of Heidi Davis. It's been wonderful, and Mark Davis, as well as Karen Strady and my best friend Kathy Russ, as well as the advice from Gerda. So there's lots and lots of ladies that have, especially the Damen, they helped me out and helped us out at our room party in Vegas. That was phenomenal. It took all the stress off our back. Yeah, the Damen are phenomenal. So there's more and more and more people that I could thank, but that's the gist of it. You know, really everything went so smoothly. That's why it went by like that in a snap. Everything went incredibly well. It's a phenomenal experience that's unforgettable and really made us all feel even a little bit more German than we might be. He more than I, but taking on this culture, and it's been beautiful. And really, I'm gonna just take another second, Mark, to say that, you know, I don't, as far as I know, I have 0% German in me. My mom said, Valerie, you're always at that club. Are you becoming German? What's happening? You know, and at first I thought, oh, is she offended? You know, and I said, today I met up with her for tea and coffee, and I said, Mom, you know what? Tonight is the end of the carnival season. And what I really realized working with these people and getting to know them and befriending them and learning about the culture is that one thing that really stands out to me is the commonality between the different cultures. My family's culture is Italian and Spanish, and Mark's is British and German, Volga German, and all of the women have something in common, and I see strong women who, you know, hold down the fort, who do what's needed for the family as well as for themselves. So I'm really proud of that, that all of us can come together with this carnival season and see that we all are one, that we all can work together and have fun, no matter what.
Well said. But I do want to go through a list of some specifics, so bear with me. I do want to recognize Kathy, who I've known for ever since I met Valerie. Kathy was right there. It was like a threesome at first. Poor Kathy is somewhat new to AKG. Welcome to the frying pan, huh? But thank you for stepping up to help banner carrier, because obviously Valerie couldn't, and then along with Gerda. Karen, also a big help, both with Valerie and I. A lot of planning, a lot of assisting, and I'm going to thank you in advance for your seamstress skills. I have a button that popped off the Prince outfit. Mark Davis, a lot of guidance, former Prince himself. over at their house a couple times. Here's a beer. Hey, here's what you do, here's what you don't. Okay, you know, like I said, accelerant. That stuff always helps, even if it comes out gibberish. And Heidi Days, of course. Also a ton of advice. Here's what you do, here's what you don't. Some of this is new to us, right? And we rely on folks like you who know, and also your seamstress skills also are crazy good with her cape on her outfit and sewing the bling on. You know, got to have bling on Princeton outfits. Gary, where's Gary? Gary's back there. Would you believe it was during Oktoberfest, we had a secret, both of us had a secret meeting with Gary. He had to teach us how to dance. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have danced with Gary. That's a fair point. Who has not danced with Gary? He probably can't hear me from in here, but we'll still give Xavier a big round of applause. He was the bartender at the broom party in Vegas, so we met with him a month prior to plan, okay, how much beer do we need? What kind of mixed drinks would you recommend? What do I go to? And then the day before the bus ride up, he's texting me, you got to go to Ralph's, and I need, you know, this, that, and the other, and I need the Costco size of vodka, and blah, 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 blah. And again, I wouldn't have been able to figure half that out. I was fine with beer, but that's just me. But again, thank you, Xavier, even though I had to go fish him out of the San Diego room party, I think 3 times that night. And of course, the entire Phoenix Club bar and wait staff. Again, I know they're out there, they probably can't hear, but we all know we don't eat or drink without their tireless help. Coming in and out of here, you know, whether you're in the beer stube or at the bar, they all do a fantastic job, and we're thrilled to have them help us. Oh yeah, Harold. Where's Harold?
There he is.
At the bar? Oh, there he is. Harold, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the beer you have yet to buy me. My immediate predecessor, Prince Hines, I know he's not here tonight, but many nights of phone calls with him, again, advice. He was Prince last year, and it was a lot of, again, you need this, you need that. He actually gave me the specific tights on Amazon to go buy.
Which you're wearing now.
Again, talk to Rick.
Reveal party.
Right. And also, Heinz had to help because when I ordered the Kappa from Dieter, again over in Germany, after about a month, you know, I've never ordered stuff from Dieter. He does a lot of it through Fischessen and stuff, so he offered to call them for me in speaking German. My German is very limited to, yeah. It would have been an interesting conversation, let's just say that. So, but he did help a lot, again, with a lot of advice. To Jeff and Pauline Deal. Now, unfortunately, Jeff couldn't be here tonight. He had a prior engagement with his grandson, and I told him 15 times, family's more important. Go take care of that. Thankfully, Pauline is here, but they took a ton of pictures, I think most of you know. In the next few weeks, Patrick and I will get a bunch of links out to everybody so you can see the pictures, but there are probably close to, I'm guessing, over 1,000 from all the way back to Proklamation. Each event had, with the exception of a couple of tiny events, had 200 to 300 photos of exceptional quality. Well documented. You guys are all going to appreciate it if you haven't seen what they did. Can't thank both of you enough, and I'll talk to Jeff later. And I also have to thank Jeff, especially since he's not here right now. You can tell him, but he lets me copy his homework in Deutschklasse. We have to thank our Phoenix Club Board of Directors. I know a few of them are in here. Maybe I don't know if all of them are. stand up and be recognized for the board. I see Heidi, Marilyn, Christine, Karen. I know Linda's running around here somewhere. Obviously, steering the ship here, the club, and allowing, or not allowing, but helping these events go on and, get the people in here and have the staff serve, everything. There's a lot of coordination that goes on, and, thank you again to the board of directors. Our Kellermeister, Bruce and Mona. Keeping all of us on stage hydrated. Very important, as you might imagine.
She's good about hydration.
Yeah. And then almost as important, thank you for whoever paid that bar tab that they used. Our DJ, Kirsten. Always at the soundboard. Got the music playing, and I think the Princessen liked her Valerie song. It was at the Piratenball, I forget which one, but yeah. I think you had a good time putting the music list together between the two of you. That's great, we appreciate it. The Damen. I know there's one or two of you here. I should hold a grudge because you abducted me, but I'll move past that. Jeff! All right, we'll get back to Jeff. But the Damen was a huge help at the Vegas after party. Setting up the room, all of us went up with a ton of food and drink, and then obviously Valerie and I had to go to, the Ordnance Exchange. We had to be at these different events, and we, 11:30 that night, go into the room, all set up and ready to go. So we have the Damen to thank for that. Also, the numerous skits that you guys did, despite, again, abducting me, we still sort of appreciate that. And the Prinzen Guard. Again, they're out here performing for us at each event. You guys do a great job, a lot of energy and enthusiasm. And Freddie, I do not know how you can kick higher than your head. Because I swear, if I did that, we'd be calling an ambulance. Where's Fred at? I don't see. Did he run out? Okay. And the entire AKG Hofstadt. There's a lot of people involved, Rick and Virginia and Vivian, and I'm Rich, and I'm totally going to miss half the names, but again, it's part of the AKG steering, go here, go there, do this, do that, and that's exactly what we needed and appreciated, but from all of them. The Elfra, and I know there's a few here. Now,
11.
that's what you think. If it weren't for the Elfrat, we wouldn't be here. It's the Elfrat who choose the Prinzen Bar every year. So that's a big thanks right then and there to the Elfrat for selecting us to lead the season. The entire AKG, which is most if not all of you, deserves a big round of applause. Again, it's Carnival. It starts with the AKG. A lot of tireless work goes into it from not only the subgroups that I've been mentioning, but AKG. You guys just simply, some of you just show up and party with us. We love it. So thank you to all the AKG. And then each and every one of you, appreciate it more than you can know for showing up to all the events, whether you were helping, whether you were participating, consuming that accelerant I mentioned earlier. But, if nobody shows up, what kind of an event or a series of events would we have? So we fill the room. The room is actually filled out quite nicely tonight, but in all the prior, I know some of you guys, Patrick keeps tally of roughly how many show up, and there was several of us talked behind the scenes, the next morning, wow, that was a lot more people show up than we anticipated. That's a good thing. And again, it's to each and every one of you for taking the time to come out and enjoy an evening at the Phoenix Club with the Carnival group. And no, it's not it. One last thank you, and it's the most important of all, to my Princessen. No way in hell I would have done this without her. That would have been, no. So I couldn't have, and I wouldn't have. So without her, no, you would have had to find somebody else. So thank you so much.
We're going to have a toast, Mona. We're going to have a toast. Yeah, thank you for Mark, Valerie, for pointing out how many people are involved in all of this. It is a lot of people. It is being pulled in 100 different directions. So thank you for everything you did. Mona's going around to AKG members. If you're not AKG, grab your glass, cup, stein, whatever you have, and in honor of the tireless efforts of really all of you, but especially our Prince and Par, who are kind of the center, the eye of the storm, so to speak. I'd like to say prost. And prost to all of you.